Hello everybody, welcome back to another Immortal Jellyfish video. In today's video I'll be showcasing the Berserker class. Also, only a small portion of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if this video's info is helpful or just entertaining, subscribe, it's free and you can always change your mind later. With that, let's just take a quick moment to just be so happy with the double axes crossing your back here. Alright, that's very nice of you. Now let's get into our spells here of the Berserker class. So you're going to start off with your basic primary being a slash attack, just like any other melee class. Next up you will have an aggro slam. Leap into the crowd and smash with both axes, captures enemies' focus. So this is actually a taunt or an aggro grabber, so this will also pull the attention of whatever you are fighting onto you, so yeah, just know that when you take this, as the Berserker does not have any self-healing unless you have a healing pit, so if you're going to take the attention, you don't really have any way to mitigate damage or heal yourself here, so if you're going to do that, make sure to keep in mind of your aggro. Next up we have Giga Spin, throw both axes around with shattering speed. So basically another whirlwind, much like the Guardian, or the Defender. They all have whirlwinds, I guess. Fissure is our next spell, which will raise magma to shoot from the ground, inflicts a burn. And then our last ability will be Rage. Enter Rage mode, cause fire with all skills, and more damage with primary. So basically any hit will now officially light things on fire, and it will also boost the damage of your primary, which is just your main hand weapon. As you can see, equipped primary, equipped offhand, so it will increase the damage of your main primary weapon. Now let's unsheath these weapons. Let's get some basic auto attacks in here. As you can see, even with the dual weapons, still a rather slow swinging pattern here, not exactly quite as fast as the sword classes, but not too slow. Now this is our aggro hit here. Obviously I can't really demonstrate the aggro pulling without another person here, and plus we're one-shotting these wolves and I just have to keep it that way. So next up we will get into our Giga Spin here, which is just another whirlwind ability. Just very nice for AoE, just great. That's why you really gotta love these classes, that AoE is awesome. Next up we will have the one that shatters the ground. I can't remember the name of it, let's double check it. Feels bad not knowing the name of these. Fissure, which is going to shatter the ground and also burn things. So I'm pretty sure they're going to die before you'll see that burn applied to them, but as you can see it will apply a burn to them. Next up we're going to go into Rage, which is our ultimate here, which makes everything light things on fire and just buffs the damage of your primary. So overall, lots of fire. Everything causes lots of fire when you're in this Rage form. Pretty neat that it just lights everything on fire, although I do find this rather annoying when I'm teaming with a Berserker when you're trying to see the circles on the ground. But other words, either way, very nice class, one of the highest damage in the game as far as I know of. Very popular of people to play as well. But let's get into our armor here. Our armor choices are going to be 2 great axes and dragon skin armor. Well, dragon skin has nothing to do with it, but you'll have your armor just like any other class. But you'll have 2 great axes, so you will need to pick which perks you like on which axe more. Obviously I don't have axes because I don't play this class really, so you'll have to pick your perks between either your primary or your main hand, whichever ones you prefer, depending on your weapon. Honestly, I would probably just put the more preferred stats in the main hand and then just wear the main hand one as the perk wearer anyways, because they're both the same weapon, they could go in either slot there. So gear is definitely not too complicated here either. Just like most classes, gear isn't really complicated, but I like to go over that. Next up is this class, Viable Endgame. Of course this class is Viable Endgame. It's one of our tier 2 classes, known for being just a powerhouse of damage, one of the better PvP classes as well if you're going to duel people. Yeah, it's just a really outstanding class. The only reason I didn't really go to become a Berserker is just due to the main fact that everybody plays one. There's way too many of them. I know there's a lot of Paladins too, but then when it came down to that option, I was kind of like, Paladin fits more Immortal Jellyfish's name, so yeah. Anyways, Berserker is a great class playing game. If you haven't tried it, definitely try it. It's definitely worth something. Just know it's a little bit slower of a fighting style, I guess you should say. But with that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video or stream. Peace out.